Greetings YouTube, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. I'm very excited to be bringing you the brand new Warhammer turn-based strategy game Chaos Gate. I've been a fan of Warhammer my entire life, and some of the earliest games I played was the original Chaos Gate Warhammer game, a turn-based strategy game that was ahead of its time. The sequel, Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, picks up where the first left off, with us commanding the legendary Grey Knights, the best of the best, the last defense against the forces of chaos. We're going to be playing this brand new sequel to the legendary Chaos Gate. I'm going to show you the first part of the campaign and why I think this could be one of the best Warhammer games so far. Let's have a look at Chaos Gate.
It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. Mankind wages a never-ending battle for survival against the demonic power of the Chaos Gods. But by one force is humanity shielded from true darkness. The Grey Knights. This secret chapter of Space Marines are the Imperium's surest defense against that which the Emperor foresaw would be its greatest threat, humanity's blade against the demon. For in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Unidentified Astartes vessel. This is Captain Pirani Everick of the warship Holiness of Ra. Geheris is lost. Repeat, Geheris is lost. All Imperial vessels are to withdraw at once. Astartes vessel, do you read me? Geheris is doomed. Please acknowledge this warning and...
You have done all you can, Captain. Go, in the Emperor's light.
You cannot sail into this storm.
We do what we must. Farewell, Captain. Tech Priest, report.
Hexagramic wards are under maximal pressure.
Commander, we cannot maintain this orbit for long.
Dispatch the assault team at once. I will join them and put an end to this myself.
Your will be done. The assault team is engaged, Commander. They clear a path for your arrival.
Here I stand. One unbreakable shield against the darkness. Tonight the Cadium falls, Hector. Our quest is finally near its end.
The game begins with the Grey Knight commander leading his squad on an assault against a demon prince. The followers of Nurgle, one of the four gods of chaos, have taken over this temple and they're trying to summon a demon prince. They're the deadliest champions of chaos and a match for even our Grey Knights. Our goal is to get our squad inside and to destroy the cultists before they can summon the prince.
Deluded zealots.
Your Imperium shall burn!
Cowards and weaklings. Advancing into cover.
Now, the interface will look very familiar to fans of the XCOM series. A lot of the strategy, the tactics and the gear that we've got does have a very XCOM sort of feel. There's a less in the way of research, it's more about trying to complete the missions and to find the war gear to upgrade your knights. However, there's a lot of strategy to this game, as the Grey Knights have a huge complement of abilities and special attacks they can use thanks to their superior power and their ceramite armour. However, we do need to rely on cover. Grey Knights are heavily armoured, but even the smallest Chaos cultists can get a lucky shot. So these are the cultists of Nurgle. They're not clad in ceramite armour, but they are numerous. So we're going to try and take them out with a couple of ranged attacks using our storm bolters. Now these are exploding rounds, so they're going to turn this guy into red paste.
Face the Emperor's judgment.
These guys are they're pretty chunky. They can take a fair bit. Unfortunately, as we dropped in the middle of a battle, most of our Grey Knights are low on ammo, and they're also pretty hurt.
I will end that heretic.
Iolanthius is one of the close range Grey Knights, a Justicar. So we're going to try and move him up to see if he can flank these cultists and bring his Stormblade to bear. Before we do that though, we're going to use a flanking attack, attacking from the side, which should be enough to finish this cultist off.
Justice.
Exploding rounds turn him into a red
Dispense
mist.
of that heretic with your blade.
Our third Grey Knight is another close range specialist. By closing the gap, we'll be able to take this guy out pretty easily.
Grant them no quarter.
Yes, Commander. I am the Emperor's Fury.
You're out of cover, Uther. Trust in the Aegis.
Now, all of the Grey Knights they're a unique brand of Space Marine in that a lot of them are Psychers. Psychers are special magic users, I guess you could call them. They're able to use the power of the warp to use special attacks and abilities.
Pathetic.
No! Die, Imperial dog! It bleeds.
By using a psychic shield, we've managed to negate a lot of the damage that probably would have killed him.
Time stands against us. I will breach the cathedral.
We're in a bit of trouble here, but the commander has made the somewhat questionable decision to start a battle on a second front. However, we do have to do this. We're going to breach the building.
Demons.
Grey Knights do not believe in politely knocking, by the way. We're now facing a squad of Nurgle bloodletters, demons that are close range specialists, and these squads will chew my men to pieces. But what we can do is use the environment. This is one of the new features in the game. We can knock this pillar down, doing a ton of damage. This is probably one of my favourite features. The environment in the game is now a lot more useful.
Advance and deliver retribution.
Now these guys have engaged Overwatch. If our Grey Knight moves, he's going to be chopped to pieces. We can, however, advance next to him.
By your command.
Deploy your frag grenade, brother.
And we can use Anyone who's played XCOM knows that throwables are an extremely powerful boon.
We are hammer.
These guys aren't wearing ceramite armor, so this grenade is going to turn them into paste.
Deliver the Emperor's judgment, Uther.
All right. Let's finish this guy off with one mighty sweep of the blade.
Advance and train your bolter on that doorway.
Now, unfortunately, that attack didn't kill all of the bloodletters, so we're going to need to back up our commander. He will be able to use Overwatch.
Unleash your blessed ammunition the moment they are exposed.
Now, Overwatch is a little bit different to how it is in XCOM. You have to place a cone of area where the Overwatch will take place. It's not just enough that the enemies have to close the distance, you kind of have to preempt where they're going to go. Thankfully, in this case, we have a fantastic choke point that we can soon fill with a large amount of lead. When the bloodletters attack,
for the demon's charge.
when they attack at close range, which is their only attack, we'll be able to cut down hopefully most of them before they're able to close the distance.
At once, Commander.
All of the Grey Knights have some form of ranged attack, although there are specialists. There's melee specialists, range specialists, we've got an apothecary who can heal. Let's set up a crossfire. Hell yeah.
This battle is not over.
Now, unfortunately, these are very, very dangerous demons. Bloodletters are close range specialists, and the problem is that our Grey Knights were already wounded and low on ammo. We're going to reposition our commander because it's 2 against 1, and he does have some ranged attacks that require psychic abilities. Now, while we reposition him, we can see now that our men are in a really bad spot. We've got one of our guys is nearly down. One of our brothers is bleeding out. We do need to rescue him. And we've got our third knight who is wounded, but this guy may be able to turn the tide in to our advantage. Now the commander has the Fury of the Ancients ability, a fantastic range attack that has an area effect, but obviously it will drain most of our willpower.
End that demon, Palamedes.
Engaging now.
Now we can see that we have a number of our men are still pinned down. We're going to try and hopefully take this bloodletter out. He is seriously hurt.
Curses!
The bloodletter has an auto defense parry, so that means that the only way to kill these guys is from multiple attacks. So let's hit him again. The second attack should ignore his armor and do some damage.
We cannot lose another battle, brother Iolanthus. Both demons must be destroyed.
Now these guys are on the ropes. Hopefully we can turn the tide by moving Iolanthus up. Attacking from the side. Now here's one of the new features of the game that I love. We've got the ability to target areas of the enemy, kind of similar to the Fallout VAT system, except targeting the different enemies' body parts will have a number of different effects. For example, we can use the precision targeting ability to stun this bloodletter. Not only does this prevent him from attack, it also opens him up for additional damage. So now we've stunned him, we can now perform an execution which not only kills him but also restores some action points to all of the Grey Knights. Now we've done a bit of home surgery on that bloodletter, all of our knights have some additional action points. And that means we can also use one of our psychic abilities. As you can see, a normal attack wouldn't kill it, but a force strike adds additional damage and allows us to do a one-hit kill.
Excellent. I will move on ahead.
So the commander's going to push ahead.
There is not much time, brothers, but we must prepare for the coming battle.
What we're going to do is...
Sense enemy reinforcements. Palamedes, resuscitate Uther, so you may both defend against them.
Now the men are pretty banged up, and as the commander suggested, we can use our apothecary to provide medical support for this critically wounded knight. Now just like with XCOM, battlefield medicine won't fully restore his health.
Reinforcements will be here soon.
So we're going to move one of our knights into a defensive position, reload his storm bolter, so he's ready to rock.
Is commendable, Uther. Join Palamedes in defense of the cathedral.
Move up our other Grey Knight and reload his gun. Now this is largely a tutorial mission, but
with me. There's a breach in the wall ahead.
once this mission is over, the training wheels come off entirely and the game gets far harder. In fact, this is a really well done mission. It teaches you all of the basics of the game, and if I wasn't a XCOM veteran, I think this would actually be a very useful tutorial. Most of this, if you played XCOM, you'll pick it up immediately.
I will breach the inner sanctum.
So our men are now set up. I would have ideally liked to heal them, but we're going to have to go with the supplies we've got. The commander's going to go and try and kill the Chaos cultists before they can summon the demon.
Futile! Millions of souls feed the flame! The threshold is passed! The warp emerges!
Your cult is broken. Your ritual is ended. Relish this breath, for it is your last.
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull thrower!
To my side, Iolanthus.
It seems that things are looking pretty grim. We have a number of bloodletters that are attacking us from behind, and we've also got the Demon Prince that has been successfully summoned. The commander's not going to be able to take him on by himself, so we're going to have to move up our secondary Grey Knight to add some fire support. Unfortunately, that means the two Grey Knights defending the rear will fall in battle. But such is the fate of the Grey Knights, dying in service to the Emperor. We're going to get in close and attack the Demon Prince.
We must protect the cathedral.
Now we can see here that Overwatch allows us to attack once for every action point that we have, which means that if you have your full set of action points, you're able to get 2 shots off. Overwatch is our best option here. I don't think we can, well, I know we can't win this battle, but we can bloody their nose. Normally I would use a frag grenade, but unfortunately, as you know, we've run out. We're setting up a crossfire to hopefully at least kill one of the bloodletters before they overrun us. Go forth, Grey Knights. The first bloodletter is down. The second bloodletter has taken out our second Grey Knight. And the final bloodletter has killed our rear guard.
Our brothers have bought us precious time, Iolanthus. Flank that demon and fire at will.
With the rear guard killed, it's only a matter of time before we're overwhelmed. We'll need to move up our secondary Grey Knight, and we're going to need to avoid the flames that are raging. So here we can use a waypoint, moving around the fire, and hopefully to get a flanking attack. Now we can bring our Storm Bolter to bear, and Demon Princes are extremely powerful, often taking entire squads of Space Marines to take down.
You profane this sacred place with your master's fire. This ends now, demon.
Thankfully, the commander is wearing Terminator armor, which is the, apart from a Space Marine Dreadnought, is the most powerful armor that you can get. I don't really want to be running through the fire, but it appears we don't have a choice. There is no way around. Can I move here? No, I can't. It seems the only way through is through the fire. In the Emperor's name, attack. That shows you the difference in size between a Space Marine that is often at least 8 feet tall, covered in ceramite armor. These guys are the biggest and baddest the Emperor has to offer, and even they are dwarfed by the power of the Demon Prince. Thankfully, we have been hitting him pretty hard, so we're going to administer the final hit.
Pathetic mortal! Weakling spawn of a false god!
I am the light that banishes darkness.
Your prayers mean nothing!
I am the hammer!
You have beaten me for now, little knight! But the war I fight is eternal!
Analysis. Warp signatures fading.
Then the blood ritual has ended. Where is that report? Report! Where is the commander?
He died a champion's death. Blade on blade against the foulest blasphemy.
And that is the first level of the brand new Warhammer strategy game, Chaos Gate. The sequel to the original Chaos Gate, with a lot of the original features intact, as well as some brand new additions which I've really enjoyed. Destructible environments, upgradable war gear, fully customizable knights, and most importantly, the respect of the Warhammer lore that I've always enjoyed from the Warhammer games. Now, they're often a mixed bag. I've played a lot of rubbish Warhammer games, which was why I wasn't really getting my hopes up. But thankfully this game is overwhelmingly been accepted by the community. It has some fantastic reviews, and I can see why. Absolutely loving this game, and I have played a little bit further into the campaign, and I can definitely guarantee this is a fantastic title. If you enjoy turn-based strategy games, if you enjoyed XCOM, and you're a fan of Warhammer like myself, I cannot recommend this game enough. This is a fantastic strategy game, and I hope to bring you more in the future. If you like this video, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe, and hopefully I can cover some more Warhammer soon. Until then, Skill Incarnate, out.